At this point, we now need to confirm that the Android SDK is in the path so that command line tools work when we invoke them, which we'll be needing when we get into SQLite in a future video. Now, if you're running Windows, do watch this video as we go through and I show you how to do that to set up your path. Mac and Linux users, there's a separate video for you, so make sure you watch your separate video in this section to do what we're about to do for Windows users. First things first, we need to go into Android Studio, so I'm going to do that. Start up Android Studio, so you need to have obviously installed Android Studio and the Java Development Kit first. Once that starts up, you'll need to open a project. Now I've already created a sample sort of empty test project. And first thing you'll need to do, I'll just maximize this so it fits better. Come down here and click on the terminal button here. And then it opens up a little shell. Now if you type in ADB shell, if you get an error like ADB is not recognized as an internal or external command, that means we need to set up a path. So what we'll do is we'll type exit to get out of that. And we need to go into the file menu. Again, the project has to be open. Project structure. Now you can see here it's got the Android SDK location, so we need to copy that. So I've copied that. Then we need to go into Control Panel. And I'm just going to do a search for environment. And I click on Edit Environment Variables for your account. Okay, so we now need to add a variable in this top level user variable. So I'm going to type in, or click rather, New. Type in path. I'm going to paste in that path. But I'm also going to add another backslash and type tools. And put a semicolon. I'm going to paste it in again. Put backslash platform dash tools. So that's added two paths to the Android SDK so we can access the various tools which we'll be using in a subsequent video. So we'll click OK to that and close that down. And we probably need to close down Android Studio as well and start that up again. What we can just do to make sure this has worked though, we can go into here and type CMD into the little window there. And I can type in ADB shell and just see what happens. You can see this time it's actually doing something. In the past that would previously it crashed and said not found. This time it actually worked. Now we have got an error there, that device not found, but that's only because we haven't got an Android physical device or an Android virtual device installed. Bottom line is we're not getting an error, so that's good. Just one last test now. We're going to go back into Android Studio and make sure when we click on that terminal option again that it actually works. Okay, closing down that window, clicking on terminal, ADB shell. Now again, that's okay. We've got error device not found, but that's no problems because it means that the ADB command is being found. And we can just type ADB by itself. We've got a whole list of parameters, whereas before we were getting an error. So that's it. That's all you need to do to configure your path on a Windows computer.